Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. Last I looked, Naya was not available to me to play for another hour, so that means we're getting another dose of Darkest Dungeon today. And I made a little change to our lineup. We're not taking our Bounty Hunter, we're instead taking our Arbalist. Reason? Well, Arbalist can hit everything, especially with this setup with blind fire. She can hit everywhere, technically. So she won't turn into that, whoops, I guess I gotta use a flare girl, next time. Excuse me. As usual, I've upgraded their gear, trying to give us the best possible. I forgot to do the trinkets while I was doing this, but this should be relatively simple. My bad. Usually I don't forget to do stuff like this. I even looked and said, did I do everything? I think I did everything, and then I just kind of forgot all about it. Now, trying to figure out what I want each person to have, because I don't really know exactly what I'm walking into. If it's like I'm thinking of, it's probably like a cannon, but if it's like any cannon, it's probably operated by humans, right? So that seems like a pretty good idea. 25% damage against humans, right? At least to me it does. But yeah, you get some extra damage and some accuracy, because, go you. You're awesome. Now, as for our Picard is going to get his usual bleed stone. It will lower his speed a bit, but that should be negligible compared to what it would have been. Excuse me, without the extra bleed on his stuff. Now, arguably, you might go, why didn't you put the Vengeful Greaves? Yeah, for pure damage, I do a 1% extra crit, but let's hurry up and get our... Okay, she gets minus 20% stress in the Wailed, so... Not Demaw's head. Junia's head is basically like, yeah, 30% healing spells for no real downside, so yeah, let's do that. So now these two are the only ones that got, trinkets left here. Unholy. I don't think there's a whole lot of unholy. What else? Are you using a stun? You are using a stun, so you will get the stun stone, because you're going to be our stunner. You're the only... Actually, I guess there's 3 people that can stun here. Excuse me. Now, do I want to give her... Oh, that's an idea there. Excuse me. I thought, well, I could get rid of Barbaric Yawp and try and get If It Bleeds. Because that way I could hit anywhere somewhat reliably without having to really tucker myself out with Breakthrough over and over. But I don't know how I'm, gonna need to stun. To be fair, he can stun the first 3 things. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do that. Excuse me. Again, I got something in my throat today. We're going to be going with If It Bleeds. As good as a departure from the norm, but if it works... Actually, I might want to give her the bleeding stingy, because her bleed's actually more powerful, I believe, than his is. That's 2 points for 3 rounds compared to 1 point for 3 rounds. Yeah, I think I'd rather have that on the person that can, do more damage with it. Oh, excuse me again. So for our Houndmaster instead, what's the majority of your stuff? Ranged? Ranged. You have 2 ranged, 1 melee. Well, you can get a extra bit of ranged accuracy. There you go. So I think that's all the preparation. We got everybody kitted out, and let's go roll the dice and just hope we don't all die. Has anything good ever precipitated those words? I don't think I used that word correctly, but has anything good ever happened after those words? Let's go pray we don't die. I'm genuinely curious, because I don't know. I'm only going to take 6 torches. I do tend to over-prepare with torches, but with the sun ring, speaking of which... No, I was going to say, speaking of which, did I use the sun ring and the heavenly hairpin? I think I did. I did, yeah. Excuse me, so I am going to over-prepare with bandages. I don't think it's going to use blight. Or whatever it is, I don't think it will, but... I gotta carry at least 2 to make sure that something else doesn't bite me in the ass on the way there. Excuse me, so... Let's just go for shotgun blast and just hope something sticks, right? That looks fine.
Simple folk are by their nature loquacious, and the denizens of the hamlet were no exception. It was not long before rumors of my morbid genius and secretive excavations began to fuel local legend. In the face of my increasingly egregious flaunting of public taboos, awe turned to ire, and demonstrations were held in the town square.
So, what taboos were you flaunting?
The smell of sulfur and gunpowder hangs in the air. The war machine is close.
Okay, let's do a little bit of counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's down here. I love that you can usually tell by that, because if it didn't, I'd be screwed right now. Okay, well, this could be the shortest fight, tied for shortest fight ever.
Executed with impunity.
Sadly, it wasn't meant to be, but this will finish it off hopefully nonetheless.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're going to face the 8-pounder, the wonderful 8-pounder of the Weald. Yeah, I totally just tried to rip off the Wizard of Oz. I hated that movie, by the way. I've never enjoyed that movie. It's just so wholesome in like a, I don't know, weird way. I don't like it. Dorothy and her little magic red slippers, and I'm just going off on a tangent now. Let's try and remain on point. Ooh, 1,000 gold. Actually, 1,700 gold. Let's try and remain a little bit on point here. Don't walk over the stengies. That would be stupid. You did this last time. Try not to emulate it. Okay. I don't know what you're getting stressed for. Eh, sure, why not? Hey man, food's food. I'll never say no to healing, one way or the other. Plus it gives us more leeway so we can feast later. I doubt we'll get that many unlucky hunger things, but maybe. Can I kill those? In all likelihood, yes I can.
Back to the pit.
And could you kill them? I doubt it. You could, but it's a 40% chance, whereas stunning it is about a 50%. Yeah, just go for the kill. It didn't work, but still. This'll kill it.
Be gone, fiend.
Ah. Also, that's what that does. I did not know that. Okay, let's not go random yet.
Another one falls.
Because I forgot it can hit the corpse as well. That'd been awkward.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Hey man, it'll work eventually.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Now the ancient coffin I think is good. I'm gonna go see though. I think it has a chance of giving you the Weald, or yeah, the Weald Adventurer or something perk or quirk. Yes, it does. So who needs that? You already have the Adventurer. Just, I mean, we already have a bunch of adventurers, so I guess Barangard can get it. And none of value. That's like the worst thing that could happen. That's fine by me if that's the worst that'll happen. You won't catch me going damn. Yeah, you'll see me going damn if something really bad happens, but ooh,
if
deeds.
only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
I mean, I do tend to get annoyed, I get fussy. That's just me. In my Let's Plays, I've always done that. I'm not proud of it. But, I mean, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me you've never gotten annoyed in the middle of a game before? Come on now. Come on, man. Don't lie to me like that. I'm not gonna do that because I don't know if I'm gonna need that for the boss fight, and I'd rather save one.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Call me weird, I guess.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
You got it. Why not? Yeah, it's probably a better chance this time, just stunning it. Of course you miss and just make me look like an ass, but... hell.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I'm lucky that actually hit the one I wanted.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I am very lucky that hit where I wanted it to. Great. That is fantastic. Because this could get dirty in a hurry. I don't really know if this matters which one I go after, but I'll go after this one. And the reason was so I could hit it with if it bleeds. Of course, this might actually kill it if I break through. It actually will.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That, however, does not have a chance of getting killed. And I can't stun the one in the back either.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Can I stun this thing? It looks like I could. That way we only have to deal with one. And one damage is more than is fine by me if that thing's not going to be able to take advantage of it. So I know who my new target is. Of course that didn't really help, but I mean at least I know who the target is.
Destroyed.
Okay, so I guess it's just time to try and burn this thing down. Probably not going to work, but it could. There's a 1 in 2 and 4 2 and 5 chance. It didn't happen. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. It hurts, but thankfully she's old Speedy back there. Macy's got your back. That's her new nickname, Speedy.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
I like Arrow. All right, don't you judge me for what things I like to watch. I gotta go with the money, the higher value money. I am not going to take that chest until I get a clear view of if there's a secret room here or not. There is not, so I guess I'll use the key here. Works for me. Got another one battle before the boss fight. That works for me. I am not going to use my 2 bandages left. Not going to do it.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Alright, let's just get rid of the trap. Quick, clean, and easy. And now we can go battle. Oh, hell. At least it's only 2 of them. And they're surprised. But still, oh, hell. Probably should have went after the one in the front thinking about it now, but it doesn't really matter. Damn it. There.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Alright, I gave everybody trinkets. That's what that was. Well, I don't need that then. I already have that. Okay, so now... Do I need... Oh, I probably do. I was gonna say, do I need to let us camp here? But if I'm gonna be going after a boss, I want every advantage I can get, so the answer has to be yes.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Don't really need to heal a whole lot, that's the reason I did that. We're of course going to be doing Hound's Watch. I doubt we'll be able to surprise the boss, but it's mainly for the nighttime ambush prevention. And now, we have 8 left. We have You don't have anything to increase your damage. No. So the big dogs are going to be you two, ladies. That's fine. Restring crossbow or marching plan? Of course, we're going to sharpen the spear. That's not a question, that's just going to happen. So restring crossbow or marching plan? Which would be more useful? The ranged and damage and crit? Or speed for everybody? Honestly, depending on the fight, it could go either way. I could value the wanting to kill things quickly if it's a really ad-heavy fight. Or I could really need the extra crit if it's... I'm going to go with my old World of Warcraft warrior instincts and wanting to see big numbers. We're going to restring crossbows. Or her crossbow, rather. Because I was a Mortal Strike warrior for the majority of it. I like big numbers. I don't know why. I just like big numbers. No one's hurt, so I guess the pep talk's going to be for our Arbalist. Of course, I was also a Fury Warrior for a great amount of time, so I guess it's probably not a... anyway, we're getting off topic here. Let's get ready for this boss fight. We're out of firewood and we'll steel ourselves for the push to the end.
The light, the promise of safety.
Come on. There we go. Alright then. Here we go. Holy crap.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
What happened? I didn't see what happened. She has all the things that she always had, I think. And you just wasted a torch of mine, even though I did that. I was meaning to hit the torch before.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go into the Brigand 8-pounder's lair. Okay, you can surprise them. Okay, before we do anything here, look at what we got. We got a cutthroat, the 8-pounder, which is only for some reason 1 rank, even though it really should be 2. A matchman. Now, common frickin' sense says I need to kill that matchman, and I need to kill that matchman right now, because that matchman's probably gonna light their fuse, and then that thing's gonna blow the shit out of us. So, having done basic elementary school logic deduction, let's try that theory out. Hey, what do you know? It's working so far. Can I stun the big guy? In all likelihood, probably not. But I could. Damn it.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
I don't suppose I can kill him off. Well, if that bleeds, he will. And then I guess you can just try and take on the big old 8-pounder. That thing has a 70% chance, 70% protection. Ooh. How much health does it have?
A death by inches.
Not a... It seems to have a bit of health. Oh, great. It can call reinforcements. At least it only called 1. It only called the 1. Try and stun the damn cutthroat. I really don't want him going freelance on everybody. And you take on the matchman again. Okay, it's going pretty well. It doesn't seem like that thing does much if you don't, you know, let the matchman live. Except call more reinforcements. So just keep on beating it. I am so glad I restrung the crossbow for this. Okay, he summoned 2 extra. That's fine. I'm nervous every time I try and take down that matchman because he has a freaking high dodge, it looks like. Need to keep the pressure up on that 8-pounder. But I also like keeping pressure up on the other thing, which I looked at now might have been a mistake. But as long as we don't let that matchman live, I think we're going to be fine. More reinforcements. And that got pushed to the... Okay, you just pushed the corpse out of the way. He's out of the way. So now, I can just, what, kill this dude and... I could kill this dude, or I could just... Now, I probably should better try and focus on the 8-pounder. Good dodges. Dodge tanks for the win. I don't know why I'm just like ignoring the cutthroat, but I guess I'll quit ignoring him and just hope this stuns him. Good. Good. It's just simple crowd control mechanics, man. Oh, don't do that. Oh no. Whatever am I going to do now? Bleed for me. He's dead. He's not. I don't know if this is really the wisest way of going about this. It seems to be a very long, drawn-out method I'm doing, but it seems to be working pretty well.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
This is a very slow method. But why am I not using the dog treats, you numb nuts? Use the dog treats. As long as that matchman goes down, seems like everything's hunky-dory. Do I want to try and stun that dude? I think the stun has a better... well... No, let's just try and see what happens when you kill the cutthroat, I guess. I'm assuming they summon another cutthroat, so that might not have been the wisest idea. That dude's not exactly a huge priority, but he probably should be. But he's not doing a whole hell of a lot of damage. So I'm not making him one. Okay, you just... oh, he pushed him to the back. But that should be fine. That's why I like bringing Houndmasters to stuff I don't know what's going on. We don't exactly need to heal quite yet. That's more prudent maneuver, I believe. Try and keep damage from piling up in the first frickin' place. Can I kill him? In all likelihood, probably not.
A devastating blow.
Sweet. I mean, I can out-heal that. In a long, drawn-out battle, I can take care of that. That's not a problem. I'm assuming we'll have to kill these two gentlemen after this thing goes down, but I don't know that. How much speed does this thing have? That is a minus 20 speed. Well, I guess I don't have to worry about that thing going first. I was worried about maybe that thing might get a lucky roll on their dice roll on their speed thing, but it's not going to.
A singular strike. Obliterated.
I just don't want to deal with your damage. That thing's in the second slot. He can still do that in the second slot. Alright. Fine. Oh yeah, you can't mark in the front. It hit it at least. That thing's almost dead. It's a long fight. 9 turns. Oh, oh, that was good. Stun, big boy. Ah.
Eradicated.
Just kill him then. We'll still get some damage in. I mean, that little piddly damage ain't gonna do much, if anything. He only summoned the one reinforcement. That's a deadly mistake right there. Of course, that could have been a deadly mistake right there because I didn't use the dog treat when I really should have, but I didn't. But he should be dead. He's dead. Really? 1 damage? Alright, well, let's just make sure. What's how much health that thing left? Like 2? 1? That's 2 health left. Again, probably not the most efficient way of healing, but I mean, it's keeping our health up enough where it needs to be, in my opinion.
The brigands are undone. Our family crest is once again a symbol of strength.
Sweet. That's always cool. Being a symbol of strength to who, exactly? We don't exactly have a whole lot of neighbors. Does anybody... you know what, let's just keep doing this. It doesn't really matter at this point.
Decimated. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.